I'm gonna add it. It's so
You
cute.
are this universe,
Ooh.
and you are creating it at every moment.
Wow. Thank you, Alan Watts. Thank you, Anonymous Gift. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Thank you. I'm going to assume that was Alan Watts since it was anonymous. It was a subscription that came from the universe. Magical. You guys, how's it going? Monday. How we doing? I'm gonna be honest with you. I like 2 minutes ago just got finished with an argument with someone close to me, so that was fun. So that is the current space in which we are in, and you know what? It is what it is. Like, I went to my community gathering yesterday, and I told everybody, I was like, "Oh, I am anxious," and I gestured to my hand, and it was shaking, right? And I said, and it feels like there's a pressure on my chest, and I just like being honest. So, you're thinking that 2 minutes ago I was still showering. No, that's not what happened. Hi, Refly. But I did shower this morning. It's a yoga morning. It was a yoga morning. So, hi, Bear. I am well. I have been full of love and light many days this week, which I'm very grateful for. I did have a question of the day, and the question is, why can we never remain in a state of giving and receiving love? Yesterday, I was in a state of giving and receiving love. I'm often in that state when I am partaking in my medicine, but I'm also often in that state when I am sober. What? Surprising. I know. You can also be in that state when you're sober. But it's very easy when you're when you are partaking in certain medicines, which I discuss often on my channel. So when I tell you that is the most ideal state to be in. I would give everything to be in that state all the time. Now, if I were in that state all the time, would I appreciate it? Probably not. Okay. Probably not, but it doesn't make me want to stop wanting it. Is the music too loud, you guys? I can't tell sometimes. I think it's fine. Let me know if it's too loud. Because there's a hierarchy, sleep and food are on the top. Yeah, if you talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which apparently some people consider to be pseudoscience, I'm like, whatever. I don't care. I'm in some spaces, I'm in some spaces where they're very scientific, and I respect that. And I know when I enter those spaces, I do not mention anything pseudoscientific because I have respect for the person. Hello? Oh my gosh, hi! Hard Bass Fisherman, welcome. That was my experience taking Valium, just sitting there like, other people live like this? No. When I tell you, when you are mentally well, I call it being mentally well. Some people might call it flow state. I call it being, wow, my serotonin levels are correct. My serotonin levels are finally correct. The most ideal state to be in, not gonna lie. When everything just seems easy and you can talk to people and you have so much love you want to give them. You just you're able to sit there and be really engaged in what they're saying. I was talking about this last week. On Thursday, I reached this state. Again, completely sober. Okay. We did nothing that day. I woke up and spontaneously had the correct amount of serotonin. It was delightful. It was beautiful. And I went to go talk to somebody, and somebody talked at me for 3 hours. Someone talked at me for 3 hours, okay? And I just received all of it, and I was like, yep, mm-hmm. And I asked them questions, and I was a good listener, and I gave them what they needed. Now, I guess that little ego boost was what I got out of the conversation, right? I do get an ego boost from that, where it's like, oh, I'm the person this person needs right now. And I enjoy being that. But I felt like an infinite amount of patience that I don't typically have. So that was amazing. Bear says, the universe has beaten this idea into me that if I want, the wanting is all I have. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. You know what? I can see that. I can understand that. As soon as you start wanting something, it will slip out of your grasp almost instantly. And also, once you start clinging to something, it will slip out. And I think the reason why Friday was such a shitty day for me, if anybody's on the stream on Friday, we were full bitch mode, okay? Bitch meter at max, alright? And the reason why was because, like, I was, hello, Chaotic. Oh my gosh, Chaotic is here. Chaotic came back? What? That's crazy. Because Chaotic was the recipient of all my wrath. Holy shit. Thank you for being here. I was worried, not gonna lie. Wow. I'm so glad you're here, Chaotic. It was nice to see you. I was not having a good day on Friday. You probably could tell. Anyway, we're discussing why. I didn't bother you. Oh my god. It was all in my head. Well, I wasn't my best. We'll say that. I wasn't the best version of myself. And you know why? Because I believed that. Because I believed I wasn't the best version of myself. Because I was kicking myself over and over. Because I wasn't in that state of constant receiving and giving love. And that pissed me off. I was like, why was that yesterday? Why was that happening for me yesterday, but it's not happening for me today? And so I was like pissed because I couldn't control my mind state and my situation, right? Chaotic says, it's okay. I'm not on my best version today, so I get it. Let's try to be better to each other. Yes. Yes, let's try. This is the whole point of, I've got a channel on Discord for self-love. This is why self-love is so important, because, you know, we are not our best most of the time. But also, like, what's the best? What's the idea of best? What's the idea of best? This is an interesting topic I was talking about on yesterday with people. How we talked about when we suppress certain parts of ourselves, when we say, "Ooh, I don't like that version of me," they're not allowed to exist. It turns out that version comes back 10 times more. I found that when I've experienced days where it seems like everything's going right, a lot of swallowing is occurring, and a lot of shunning and blocking out is occurring. A lot of like, nope, you don't get to take the stage today. I'm on my best behavior today. Anxiety, get out of here. You're not allowed. You know, the parts of myself that I don't like, I shun them and I cut them out. I'm like, you can't be here today. It's not your time. And I think that in itself is also a problem. Was the argument about using one of the... no. But I just hate arguments, you guys. I hate getting into arguments. That's another thing that I hate, where it's like giving and receiving love. Like, when you're in the midst of an argument, it's so hard for you to pull yourself out of it. You could feel in the back of your mind, like, yes, I love this person. I love this person. I do. Okay. But like, your anger suppresses it so much. Anger is a force to be reckoned with. Anger, girl. Oh. When someone's angry with me, I do not like that. I hate it. I do everything I can. Oh yes, Chaotic gets it. As a people pleaser, I do everything I can to avoid people getting angry at me. But you know what? They still do. Ivan says, that's my secret. I'm always angry. Ivan has accepted that anger is just a part of the human experience. I love that. No, that's the ideal. The ideal is... well, I'm rolling with it. That's the ideal, right? That we just accept everything. We accept even the shadow self. Ooh, the, what's it called? It's not Freud. Who's the guy who knows about the shadow self? I forgot. I don't know. The psychologist that a lot of New Age people are in. Yeah, Jung. Classic. So Jung is, yeah, thank you everyone. You guys got it. Anyway, we must embrace our shadow self. We must embrace what we're afraid of. Our nightmares. When they come up in our nightmares, and when they present themselves, we should not shy away. Sting. By the way, sorry, I'm still eating my lunch, which has solidified, by the way, which I really... This bothers me. Look at this. It's it was supposed to be yogurt and chia seeds and granola, but if you leave the chia seeds in for too long, they'll obviously absorb all the moisture, and it now is like it's literally solid. So as someone with textural issues, God, I can't do it. I don't want to eat it. I haven't eaten anything yet today, you guys. I went to yoga this morning. I should eat something before I go to yoga, because when I'm in yoga, then I'm like, my arms are shaking and everything because I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm just not hungry in the morning. Carrick says, let's see, Refly said, but this time not for the countertop, but for the ass crack. Do you guys use washcloths to shower? Because I've never understood that. Using a washcloth? I don't know. I can't. You guys use a washcloth to wash? I just do straight bar of soap. I will take the bar of soap, put it directly on my skin, and then like rub it in. That's how I wash myself. But then, and now, because I know that I do that directly on my body, I refuse to share a bar of soap with anybody. I'm like, nope. I know what you done with that bar of soap. I will not be using that. Reply, I can neither confirm nor deny doing that. I can't confirm or deny whether I've done that before. Oh my god. You guys. I'm bringing out the fan because I'm hot, okay? It's hot in here. It's February. It's fine. We finally got our first snowstorm last week, so that's nice. The Great Salt Lake may or may not run out. I know that President Trump posted on his, without getting into politics, President Trump posted on his Twitter, he's like, make the Great Salt Lake great again. And I saw that and I was like, you know what? I would like to go back to the thoughts and prayers. Because our governor said that, let's pray for water. Let's pray for our water. And I was like, okay, that's fine, I guess. That's not really a bureaucratic solution. That's not really a formal solution, but fine. Whatever, we'll pray for water. I didn't take it seriously, but now I do. I take it seriously. I will pray for water. I take everything back. Yep. Raw dogging parcel. Ivan says he never says those two words together. Sure you don't. Ivan. You know what, guys? This is so interesting. I feel like Ivan... Okay, I believe. Okay. I'm fine. This stream, this stream today, I don't know, this is not what I was expecting to happen, but I'm not mad at it. You guys really make the stream. No, that's not what I meant. What I mean is, I think it's awesome to see Ivan, on his, it's funny because it's delusional. It's a delusion I have. I tend to make delusions about people. Doesn't everybody make delusions? So I watch Ivan on his, stream, and he presents himself in one way. And I almost feel like Ivan's shadow self comes out in other, streams. So I'll be hanging out in other people's chats. And the way he chats, and the way people chat about him, it's like I see these two versions of Ivan and Ivan's shadow self. And I think that's profound. It truly is, you know what? It truly is the manifestation of everything we've been talking about today. Sorry. I'm delusional sometimes. Okay. Bear's dark Ivan. No, literally. I think it's iconic, honestly. It's really, really, really fascinating. It's really, really, really interesting. Ivan is a really interesting person. So are all of you. You guys are all interesting. Sorry, I'm not picking my favorites. I don't have any favorite. You guys are all interesting. It's just when I have streamers, I feel like I get more insights into who they are. And so since Ivan's a streamer, I get more insight into him. Although I still don't get the full picture, right? We never do. Bear said, deep philosophical question. Is the bar of soap self-cleaning? Oh. I sure hope so, because I've used that same bar of soap on my face, so I sure hope so. I'm not gonna say anything about that, Ivan. I'm not gonna. No, I can't do that. Everyone. Anyway. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say, I love everybody. You guys, I love everyone. Every human being is so valuable. You guys, have you thought about this before? Every human being is so beautiful and special and valuable and fascinating. You could think about things in completely different ways. Like my husband and I, for example, like we literally think in complete opposites, right? But then like we still have so many similarities, especially when it comes to intuition. I feel like intuition is like a huge shared human ability. And it's really like, I love hearing someone else's perspective about other people. It's not gossiping. It's not gossiping. It's just like, I want to know what did you think about the people. So I brought my husband to my church yesterday for the first time. We'll call it the first time. The first important time. He came to an integration session with a group of people that I'm very familiar with, right? And I asked him about everybody. I was like, what did you think about everyone? And he was able to go through and recount like every single person and what he thought about them. And it was so interesting to hear his other perspective about these people that I feel like I knew, but also like seeing someone get a read of these people, right? Chaotic says, I guess we always do that. We behave differently depending on the context. The me I am with strangers is not the same I am with my parents, or the one I am with my friends. Yeah. For sure. I definitely act differently depending on, even like depending on who's in chat. Even if it's not a person that's directly in front of me, which is so interesting. I'm not even perceiving the neurochemical signals that they're sending to me, but I'm still altering my my demeanor and my way of interacting based on who I know is watching me and listening to me. Chaotic says, is your husband a religious person? Oh, he is very much an atheist. Yeah, he's very much an atheist, hardcore atheist. Ivan would approve. I don't know, man. He doesn't. He didn't have a religious upbringing either, so that's also fascinating. So he's kind of always had a similar worldview of just like, you die, and then that's it. He's okay with that. And that is absolutely fascinating to me. That is just like, wow. But it is unfortunate sometimes because he also doesn't. So something that can be hard when you are in a romantic relationship with somebody with a different worldview is you don't always understand each other. So like, although I don't necessarily believe in external spiritual forces, I have yet to believe in that. I do still like to surround myself with spiritual people and be in spiritual places when people are trying to, because I do feel like they're onto something. I feel like they're on. When I show up to, I go to a cacao ceremony, or I go to like my yoga sessions every day, or like, you know, like there is a spiritual element to it. I might not be framing it in the same way. I might not be like, oh, the energy of the universe is happening. I'll just be like, wow, this feels really good. Oh my gosh, Whack It! Holy shit, Whack It, welcome back. Oh my gosh, Whack It, I missed you. Possibly this time I'm actually out of hell season and get to watch Twitch again. Welcome back, my friend. I truly hope that you are able to recover from crunch time. Dude, crunch time can be the worst. I've been crunching. I've been crunching the past 2 weeks. This week I also have to crunch, unfortunately. The crunch persists. They asked me to teach again, the evening class for one more week. I don't know. This is how nonprofits work. They just keep asking you and asking you and asking you until you've got nothing left to give. But I'm fine. I'm at the point where I'm like, the crunch has normalized. It's become a part of my life now, so I'm like, okay. And also I can see the end, even though I don't know exactly when the end is going to happen. Chaotic says, I've actually heard that Chinese people usually aren't really religious nowadays. I'm just not sure if that's totally true. Well, I mean, like, his parents grew up during the Cultural Revolution in China. During that time, religion was really much culturally they tried to force that out. Like, there is no religion except Maoism, which in itself was kind of a religion, if you really think about it. But anyway, that's not the point. So it was very much encouraged to be atheist or be like, you know, not saying that his parents were that way because of that, but I think that has a huge influence when like all your neighbors are atheists, everybody kind of believes similar things. And also like they don't let missionaries there. I know that like the Mormon Church doesn't send missionaries to mainland China. I'm not sure if that's on China's end or on the LDS Church's end. Let me see. It may just be because, let's see, legal restrictions in mainland China. Okay, so it seems like it's on China's end that they prohibit that. Various congregations have been banned throughout the country. Yeah, I wasn't aware that that was still occurring, but, I mean, religious people definitely exist in China. It's just that, like, maybe not as much as in an institutional capacity. However, I will also say that traditional Chinese medicine is a religion. When I heard about my brother-in-law talking about how he practices traditional Chinese medicine, this is a religion for him. He truly believes in forces outside of himself. One thing that my definition of religion, religion, spirituality, sometimes I convolute the two because I guess religion would be organized spirituality, and spirituality is just personal. But it would be a religion in the sense that there are like guidelines to traditional Chinese medicine. There are techniques, right? And depending on the technique you use, you are drawing from different energy sources, right? Like he feels that he has the ability to read the earth and know that when the earth is sick, it will therefore make the humans sick. If the river flows in a certain way, like if the river flow, so like the north side, I believe, is supposed to be the yang side. The south side is supposed to be the yin side. And when you walk past the river, if it's yang energy, you'll feel heat approach you. You'll feel heat, a rush of heat come at you. And if it's yin side, you'll feel a rush of cool energy. And so apparently if you perceive yang on the incorrect side or the yin on the incorrect side, that means the earth is sick. When the yin and yang are out of balance in the earth. So a lot of it's based on yin and yang. It's very similar to Taoism, although a little bit different. Definitely a lot of Taoists in China. Definitely a lot of people who like practicing Tai Chi Chuan. Tai Chi is awesome. Although, so like you'll see a lot of people in the park like doing Tai Chi together, which I love. Oh my god, I love it. Yes. The old ladies, the aunties and the shushus, the ais and the shushus, they'll all be out at the community square. It's so cool to see. But yeah, I guess my thing is, like, my husband doesn't believe in anything besides, like, anything external to the human condition. I like in the sense of, like, anything external powering the human condition or causing us to be alive. He tends to mostly just think in terms of like science and history and like analytical and logical thinking, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But like I know that okay, so what my point was is that when I bring him to these spaces, I know he's not going to get the same meaning out of it that I am, and sometimes that bothers me. But that's the thing, I can't expect him to. It's just not his space. It's not his thing. I want everybody to experience receiving love. Like, I want everybody to know what receiving love feels like, and so that's where I kind of convolute the two in my head. Like, oh, in order to feel like you're receiving love, you have to have my same way of getting there. And that's not always the case, right? Chaotic says, I know that nowadays China allows religion, but only with restrictions. Like there's Christianity and Islam there, as well as Buddhism and Taoism. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of Islam there. Yeah, because I lived in Ningxia, and like that's that is specially for a Muslim group of people. Many different. So there's many mosques. Like I saw many mosques when I was there. So this is in Yinchuan, and I lived in Yinchuan. Oh, cool! It's Xi Jinping. It's Xi Dada. They call him Xi Dada, which it doesn't have anything to do with Father Xi. No. It sounds like it, but it's not. It means big Xi. Big Papa Xi, big guy Xi. Xi Dada. Apparently I think it's respectful. Like I've heard people call him that, like on the street when they see him, and he it's like a term of respect and endearment. So I'm like, okay. I think what you're supposed to call him is Premier Xi. Fuck, I don't remember how to say that in Chinese. Anyway, I'll call him Xi Dada. I'll call him Shushu. See how he reacts. If I were to ever meet Xi Jinping in real life, I'd call him Shushu. Oh my god, that would be a mistake. Oh no. But he sometimes looks like if you've ever heard him talk before, he sounds like an uncle. Chinese uncle. A Shushu. Yeah, that's my delusion. I'm very delusional about that. Oh god. This is an extremely powerful person that I'm talking about here. Okay. Wackett says, personally, I'd be terrified of death if I could actually do anything to avoid it. It's a sign that life must be going alright if I'm afraid to lose it, rather than being afraid of hell, right? Oh, yes. I had a sudden rush of the fear of death yesterday, and I was taking a nap. I was trying to take a nap, and then suddenly I had the thought rush over me of, you're gonna die. And I instantly jumped out of bed, and I was like, oh fuck, okay, I guess I'll do something else. Oh no, sorry, I guess I'll do something else. Chaotic says, I've actually come to the conclusion that people who grew up atheists are usually less afraid of death in general. Oh, interesting. Religion creates this fear of dying due to the heaven and hell thing. Yeah. That's an interesting perspective. Well, I mean, yeah, if you grow up your whole life like not thinking there's anything else, like if you grow up your whole life having more of a certainty, I feel like there's more of a certainty about your fate. Nobody's certain, right? But with religion, especially Christianity, you're uncertain over how you will be judged and what your outcome will be. And so you live your whole life in fear of certain outcomes, or like in order to prevent certain outcomes. Right? It's interesting. Yesterday we were talking about the Mormon Church a little bit in terms of the Great Salt Lake, and how the Mormon Church has billions of dollars, okay? Like hundreds of billions of dollars, I think. Let's see. Yeah. 265 billion to 293 billion. They could do a lot with that money. But will they? Will they? Are they motivated to? Ask yourself, is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, like, do they have a stake in preventing the apocalypse? No, because that's their whole thing. They're waiting for the apocalypse to happen. I wanted to explain this but I feel like I probably shouldn't have. Because people were saying like, oh, the LDS Church is probably going to swoop in at the last minute to save the Great Salt Lake. And I was sitting over there, I was like, Are you sure? Because I think they are, I mean, according to what they think's gonna happen, like, let it happen. Just let it happen. It's supposed to. It's supposed to happen. Anyway, you guys, I got some, so we got our new emoji today. I haven't decided whether I should zoom in more or less to my sad face. The emojis are so small, you guys. It's so hard to get them so detailed. Tested them with so much detail, which I love. But also, it's hard to tell this is the Megamind face. But anyway, I still love it. I figured I'd show the full-size version. Yeah. Hi, Orange. Sorry, I'm eating. Yeah, new emoji. Woo! So no bitches. So no head. Throws cell phone on the ground. That's one of my favorite vines of all time. That was like top 5 vines for sure. My other top 5 is obvious. It's the accept yourself, love yourself guy. That was a vine, I think. What's my other favorite vine? Sometimes I go back and watch old vines just to cleanse, to return to a time of simplicity. 2016, 2017. Oh my God. My freshman year in college, I was so fresh-eyed. I was like, yeah, I'm finally an adult. Woohoo! Figuring things out. I was dating a bunch of people. I had nicknames for all the people I dated because there were so many of them. I kind of went off the rails, not gonna lie. But hey, I had more freedom then than I ever had in my entire life. And also the world seemed better. The situation in the world seemed better. Or at least I didn't know about it. Specifically in 2016. 2017 things start to go downhill. Anyway, sounds like an adventurous time. Yeah, it was fun. I lived in the dorms, which was really fun my first year. And so we got up to all sorts of shenanigans. Yeah, we got up to all sorts of shenanigans. It's really fun to live with people your age. And also, like, live without looking over your shoulder. Although, turns out I did still have to look over my shoulder. Because I was financially dependent on my parents at that time. And so, I was still very much accountable to them. But that didn't stop me from doing a lot of things I probably shouldn't have. Okay. Chaotic says, and answering the question today, I think we're not always able to give and receive love. Because I don't think we don't think we are worthy or deserving of love. And it's cliche, but if you are unable to love yourself, it becomes really hard to be able to give love to others as well. You know what? It's so true, though. Chaotic.
Accept yourself.
Yep.
Focus.
Simple, but true.
Starts with you. It starts with you.
Are they wishing you'd used your education more productively? It's hard for me to tell at this point. Well, no. I think I can confidently say that. The only thing that matters to them is that whether I'm in the church or not. And so I've already failed in that regard. And so, like, nothing else really matters. I'm at a point where I'm kind of distancing myself from my parents because, like, I don't know, man. We're just understanding each other less and less. And I think they want to have a closer relationship with me, but, like, they want me to be, they want me to still be a child. They want me to just kind of conform with all their rules and standards. And I'm not going to do that. I'm an adult. And so take it or leave it. I'm at the stage where I'm like, take it or leave it. I'm not gonna censor myself anymore. I'm not gonna suppress myself anymore. If you can't love that version of me, my parents' love was always conditional. But these days I'm learning what real conditional love is like. And I mean, unconditional, sorry. Right on. Yeah. Well, once you get a taste, have you guys gotten a taste of unconditional love? Have you? I really sincerely hope you have, because once you get a taste of that, it's hard to go back. It's hard to go back. That being said, like, I'm happy to continue to give love to my parents in my own way, but it may not be the love that they're wanting, I guess. It's always hard, right? Like, I feel like a lot of what makes it hard is you might be trying to send love to somebody, but they don't know. They don't pick up on it. A lot of it's a problem with communication. I wish it could be just so simple. I wish it could be like me saying I love you, and the person saying I love you back. Sometimes it can be that simple, but sometimes most of the time it's not. Like, most of the time you have to spell it out to people. Like, oh, I'm doing this because I love you. They don't automatically they can't read your mind. They don't get that. Like, even with my own spouse, sometimes, like, I'll do things because I love him, but I don't tell him that. Like, I don't tell him why, and so he doesn't pick up on it because I'm not communicating in his same language. This is why I think studying the love languages is so important. You guys, the love languages. And if you don't feel like you have one, that's okay too, because I don't feel like I have one. Or like, I don't know what mine are. Maybe I just need to think about it more. So look, there's words of affirmation. Oh, well, actually, I would say mine is probably words of affirmation. Okay, so if I had to, what about you guys? Which one's yours, if you know? My husband's is physical touch. Mine, I am absolutely not physical touch. Like, if I am upset, do not touch me. Like, no. Don't even try. Don't touch me. And it can be hard, right? When, like, because my husband, for example, this is his love language. So he perceives it, and this happens with everybody. You are like, oh, okay, this is my love language. So therefore, if I do that to them, that's what they want, right? That's how I show them love. And when they're met with like, you know, like when I cringe or I'm like, no, don't touch me right now. It's like a huge disconnect, because it's like the person was like, wait, I thought you were, I was trying to give you love. Why are you rejecting it? And then it goes off into this whole, like, you know, fundamentally you have to accept people have different love languages. People communicate love in different ways. Feels amazing, man. Food, yeah. Food, oh my god, I love food. Yeah, food, delicious. As a love language, yeah. There's definitely more other than on this list for sure. Wackett says having a hard time letting go of control seems to be an occupational hazard of parenting. One of my partner's friends has spent about 15 years agonizing about the impossibility of finding a partner that her parents endorse. Yeah, I mean, I guess it really depends on what you prioritize. Like I said, I've distanced myself from my parents because I prioritize unconditional love, and so that's why I take their opinion into account a lot less because I know that most of the time, I mean, they do give me unconditional love a lot of the time, but not all the time, not most of the time. So I look for situations where I can receive unconditional love, and I prioritize that. But it's always complicated with different people and what they want and what they prioritize. So that's rough. I'm sorry. Orange says, I never thought about it in this way. Ah, interesting. Chaotic says, I don't think I've ever experienced unconditional love, at least not that I'm aware. Maybe I'm just delusional about it. Well, here's the thing, Chaotic. I think I'm probably delusional that unconditional love truly exists. I'm just choosing to buy into that delusion. It may be that I'm just using inappropriate communication. That like 90% of the time, that's what happens, is I'm using a word to describe something that actually is something very different. Let's see, what do I mean? What do you mean by unconditional? I mean, okay, where are times in my life where like doing things for people. Okay, Ivan says unconditional love is real, but it's not indestructible. And I guess I was making it sound like with certain people, I always experience unconditional love, and that's not true. Unconditional love I experience at many moments. And so I tend to prioritize the people who I can experience unconditional love with a lot, like, more. So like doing things for people without asking anything in return, without expecting anything in return, like just because you felt motivated to do something. So like, something I perceive to be unconditional is like when like for Valentine's Day, I set up this whole thing for my husband. It was like very romantic. And I did that not because I was like expecting anything out of it, but just because I wanted to see him happy. Like I wanted to, and it wasn't like in order to see him happy, so that would make me happy. Maybe that is what I don't know. But let's see, what's an example of where somebody did something for me that was like my friend, every time she comes over, like she'll bring something like a gift, and I don't feel like I have to give her anything in return. She just brings it because she's just a generous person. She just gives gifts to people. But it's never that, like, I don't ever feel that uncomfortable, like, oh no, that means now I have to give you something. I felt that way with so many people. Like most people, I feel that way. If they give me a gift, then I feel like I have to reciprocate it somehow. Right? I have moments with people where I count how many times they've reached out to me, or like how many times they initiate something or invite me to do something, right? Or how many times they show that, and it's almost like I keep a list, right? And so I need to keep this list, and so that it's fair, it's equal, right? The exchange of love is equal. And that's a lot harder than in a circumstance where I feel like I'm with somebody who has the capacity for unconditional love. Very transactional, yeah. I don't know, I feel like that's how it is with most people. But I'm lucky that I do have a few people who I'm not like that with. And that's rare, and that's I treasure that. I value that. I prioritize those people. Where it doesn't feel like it's transactional, it just feels like I I like, even if you were to change over time, which people do, they change over time. I will accept you throughout your entire life as you change, because I'm dedicated to you. The concept of you as a person, like, I want to be there for all of it, the whole thing. Like, if somebody says something really mean to me, like my best friend, for example, if she were to say something really mean to me, that really was meant to hurt me, what I would say in response would be, okay, are you done? Are you done? Like, are you finished? Did you get out what you need to say? I wouldn't like take a ton of weight to it, because I know her, and I know she sends these like extremely emotional and targeted and direct messages to people when she's upset. She channels all of her anger into one message, right? Which, when you receive one of those, oh boy, like, you need to be really prepared to receive that. But if I were to receive one of those from her, I'm prepared. Like, I know that is just one moment, one episode of her. And I've accepted the whole thing. I don't look at her based on one episode. Ivan says, I like affirmation, but as ego language, not love language. Neither words nor gifts nor acts of service are love language to me. Interesting. Ego language. That's an interesting thought. Wait, can I ask you about that? What are you gathering? Like, what's telling you that that's not, or are you just saying that's not my love language? Because if you're saying that's not my love language, then that's. But if you're saying I don't think objectively that's love language, that's where I'm curious. I want to know what you mean. Let's see. Just personally. Oh no. No, you don't have to apologize. Just personally, I got it. I got it now. Yeah. So thank you for sharing. So words of affirmation are yours. And so when people say these things to you, then you feel love. I think it truly is a sign. Here's a sign of unconditional love. When you recognize that the person you are sending love to, you have to alter how you send based on that person and what they prefer. Like, like, you have to know, like, oh, this person likes physical touch. I don't. I hate physical touch. But I know that they like it, so I'm going to do it for them. Because I know they'll receive it in a certain way. And it's like, it's a moment of like swallowing your ego, swallowing yourself. And that's the important part, is swallowing yourself, putting yourself on the back seat, and truly like selfless, maybe selfless is a better word, selfless love. As close to selfless as I know, like, philosophically, like, do you ever do anything that's not with your own self-interest? Probably not. You probably do everything for your self-interest. I understand that that's like, but I mean, like, as close to selflessness as you can get, right? And that's what's important. Okay. Chaotic says, for a long time I wished to believe in unconditional love as there is in Christianity, with God loving us unconditionally, but I guess I'm just expecting something that's not realistic, and it made me sad for a long time. Yeah. Right. unconditional love, chaotic, was actually what helped me break out of Christianity. Because yeah, I had been taught that God loves unconditionally, but then I started to learn that the Mormon framework teaches that actually God doesn't love you if you're this way. And I was like, wait a minute, I mean, it's not like the Bible says that directly, but it's like, you know, the way we are socialized, our culture saying like, oh, so your lesbian roommate, you know, they are living a life of sin, right? And therefore God doesn't love them. And so that was the big moment for me where I was like, okay, this does not make sense, because I believe in a God that does love unconditionally, and that does not agree with my definition. That also doesn't agree with the definition that they're telling people. And so I was like, whoa, we're so misaligned from what the most basic teaching is. I don't believe in this at all. You know, this is hypocritical. I don't believe in this at all. Let's see. Ivan says God does not love us unconditionally in Christianity, except maybe in universalism. Yeah, I guess, Ivan, I had in my mind the most ideal version of Christianity. Like, that was my aspirational need for God. Like, I guess that was like, it was my intuitive understanding of what God was supposed to be. You know, but, yeah. Let's see. Hi, DCI. How's it going? Happy Monday. DCI said, wasn't love language stuff invented by a lawyer to try and get away with stuff by his wife? Okay, that could be important context. I mean, okay, so DCI, if at the most basic, it doesn't have to be these 5 things, but like understanding that people have different that love is communication based, helps you avoid a lot of pain, right? When you are communicating in a way that is the other person is not receptive to, no matter how much you love them, they're not going to feel it. That's a hard pill to swallow. Like, no matter how much you love somebody, if you're not loving them in the right, I guess that it would be conditional. I don't know. I just, humans are weird. We work in mysterious and weird ways. Okay, so yesterday I was feeling unconditional love. I was feeling a state of giving and receiving love, and I just loved everybody. I was like, I love you. I just have these waves. I have these waves of emotion where I'm like, damn, everyone's awesome. And I'm willing to just like give you whatever you need. I will do whatever you need. Not because I want you to love me back, just because like I want to just give. I'm feeling so generous because I feel full. I feel complete. Unfortunately, it's only in the moments where I feel full that I'm really able to experience that. And the moments I feel full are pretty rare. They require a lot of work, a lot of chemical help, many things. Although sometimes they happen spontaneously, like on Thursday. Thursday it happened spontaneously. Chaotic says, that would depend on the type of Christianity you believe in. I used to be a progressive Christian, so I used to think that God doesn't send people to hell for believing on him and stuff, but I still believed in hell, and that people would go to hell if they want to, for not believing in him. Ivan says, if you do something for someone and it has no immediate thought for payoff, doesn't that count? Yes, that's what I'm getting at, Ivan. I feel like that counts. That's what it is. Doing something for someone without the thought of any sort of payoff, like not even like feeling good from doing it. Like, it's more about the, I'm not saying you can't feel good. I'm saying like the feeling good is occurring while you're giving it instead of afterwards. And that's why I call it a state of being, a state of giving and receiving love. Like it feels like a verb. It feels like an active state of being where it's just like you have so much and you're able to give it. It says if a person abuses that gift, then might become more conditional. Orange says planned payoff versus warm feelings. Yeah. Lisa said, I think it's the recipient's duty to understand that love is being given in a certain way. Not the sender's to understand. I don't know, DCI. I kind of disagree. I mean, I slightly disagree. I never firmly disagree with people. In the sense of like, I think it's both people's responsibility. Both people's responsibility, like it's the responsibility of the giver to try and give in the way that the person will be most receptive to, and also the person receiving to understand that the person giving is making an effort, right? It's both. And also to correct miscommunications. Sometimes all it takes is a correction of a miscommunication. Like you could say, you could say like, hey, I did the dishes for you because I love you. Because I did the dishes for you because I think this. And then the person in response, like, when the person hears that, they're able to calculate on their mind. They're being like, oh, so they were trying to send me something. They were trying to give me love. They just didn't do it in the way that I wanted. But now I can see what they're trying to do. I would say like the best way usually to end an argument is to step back and be like, okay, wait, are we miscommunicating something here? Like, hear me out. I love you. Okay. You love me. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We're just speaking different languages here. Let's see. Orange says, so what would happen if we all wore a badge? My love languages. I feel like we should. That's a good idea. With a picture of a burger on it. We should. You know, at conventions, people wear different badges to say, like, hey, I appreciate physical touch. Or no, please don't touch me. I would wear one of those. Please don't touch me. Well, no, actually, these days I would say the opposite. I would say, I look like I don't want to be touched, but you can touch me. Most people, when they meet me, they gather that I hate being touched, which is sometimes true. Not usually. Usually only when I'm like pissed off. Okay, that's when I'm like, do not touch me. Do not. But most of the time I'm like, I'd be okay with a hug. Do I look like I'm ready for a hug? No. Do I look really scary and intimidating? Yeah. Do I look, when people reach out for a hug, do I kind of cringe and kind of like, oh, okay, and like awkwardly? Yeah. But it doesn't mean I don't want it. You guys, there's an ad coming. Oh, there's an ad coming. I'm sorry. There's gonna be an ad in 1 minute. Okay. Let's see. So we got, Orange says, publishing how you express. and want to receive love might change the dynamic of interaction. Yeah. What makes you say that? Do you mean like it would make it more transactional? DCI said, because you're the recipient of love from multiple people of sorts, so it's your duty to figure out what's love and what's not from their perspective, rather than setting a boundary to say, this is the, okay, yes, I do agree with that. Yeah, you can't be stubborn. You have to realize when people are trying. Absolutely. Realize when people are trying, but also, like, people should try to send it to you in the right way. You don't make people communicate with you in your specific way. Yeah. Let's see. Ivan says, I kind of disagree. We should be sensitive to the other person trying to express love, but if the receiver cannot get what they need, I don't think it works. Yeah. It's like, you guys, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard, and sometimes it's hard to distinguish. Like platonic love versus romantic love. Platonic love versus romantic love. Sometimes I get those two things confused in my brain, not gonna lie. I don't even... Is there a difference? Okay. Platonic love is more of a deep connection. Romance is more based on hormones and instinct. Well, we'll go with Reddit, the Reddit answer. Oh, okay, maybe not Reddit. What about Johns Hopkins? Yeah, that's a reputable source. I'm gonna go here. Oh boy, this is a lot of information. Okay, never mind. You know what? Never mind. Maybe that's a topic for later. I want to go to our first surreal meme. I've been waiting for this. Let me find my surreal meme. What should I do? Let's do... This is gonna be me tonight. Please welcome your new classmate being... Please choose a seat and sit. I did not come here to sit. I came here for higher education. No access to education. I don't know. I thought I saw this and I was like, oh yeah, teacher. I'm a teacher. That happens to be part of my identity for now. It's not going to be... Here's the thing. That's why I always hate when people ask me, like, what do you do? Because, like, I might be a teacher now, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be a teacher forever. I like doing different things at different times. DCI said, if your desires for X or Y, well, I'll wait to respond to that until ads are done. Waggett says, I'm going to do my usual thing and try to convince everyone to learn Greek, where you famously have some reasonably good words for types of love. Oh, should I? Okay, I should. Ooh, okay, wait. According to Yes Magazine. I don't know if this is a reputable source, but look. Okay, so there's number 1. Eros, or sexual passion, named after the Greek god of fertility. It represented the idea of sexual passion and desire. Dangerous, fiery, and irrational form of love that could take hold of you and possess you. This is intriguing. A loss of control that frightened the Greeks. I feel like this is a lot related to limerence. I wonder if like something similar to limerence is on here. Okay, so then there's philia, or deep friendship. The second variety of love was philia, or friendship. Valued far more than the base sexuality of eros. The deep comradely friendship that it developed between brothers in arms who fought side by side on the battlefield. showing your loyalty to your friends, sacrificing for them, and sharing your emotions with them. We can all ask ourselves how much of this camaraderie philia we have in our lives. Yeah, okay. Okay, playful love. While philia could be a matter of great seriousness, there was a third type of love valued by ancient Greeks, playful love. Playful affection between children or casual lovers. We've all had a taste of it in the flirting and teasing in the early stages of a relationship. Bantering and laughing with friends, or when we go out dancing. Dancing with strangers may be the ultimate ludic activity, almost a playful substitute for sex itself. Fascinating. I have a question for you guys. You don't have to answer, but sometimes I wonder, like, can you get all the types of love from one person? And should you? Should you look for all of that within one person? I don't think so. I think you can get love from many places. I tend to be more of a free spirit. I tend to be more of a hippie type where I'm like, free love. Free love, baby. Free love. Wait, what is... Let me see. Is this Greek? Oh. Good morning, Ivan. Good morning. Good morning. How do you say this?
Kalimera.
Kalimera. Kalimera. Oops. Let me go back to... This is so interesting. Oh, this is my... I'm studying for tonight. We're talking about causative verbs. So like let, made, get, had. I feel like these are very important actually. This is exciting. Anyway. I have so many tabs open, you guys. Hold on. This one. Okay. Playful love. I feel like the last time I did, I had this one. This is crazy. I was thinking about this last night, actually. I went to Los Angeles with one of my best friends. Or one of my good friends, I would say. And we went just for a weekend trip. We went to like the botanical gardens. We went to like this really cool Korean spa. And then we went to this really, really interesting... You guys, if you go to Los Angeles, go to level 8. And it was crazy because we were wandering the streets of Los Angeles drunk. Which was not a good idea, by the way. In hindsight. In hindsight, we could have gotten kidnapped or mugged or whatever. But you know what? We didn't. That was a very unwise decision. It was like 10 p.m. at night. We were wandering this downtown Los Angeles. The streets were like kind of empty. We were in like we were not headed in the right direction. I thought we were going towards the center of entertainment or whatever. And I was like, oh, it's this way. And so we walked in one direction for like 5 blocks. And then we just kept leaving. I feel like we were like leaving the city or like going in a place we weren't supposed to. But then we asked like somebody in a vape shop where to go. And he was like, you should go this way. And so we did. Type A people be freaking out in the chat right now. Just wander the streets. No direction. And also drunk. Terrible idea. Oh my god, it was so terrible. I don't know why we did that. Oh my god. Okay. Nothing happened, luckily. But it's got like... It's so cool. It's got like a carousel bar outside. When we showed up, and again, we would be happy with anything because we were like just wandering around aimlessly, very thirsty as well. So we show up and the bouncer or whatever just lets us in for free. Perks of being a woman, by the way. They'll just let you in. I'm sorry to all the men in the chat. And they were like, there's 8 levels of fun. And we were sitting there looking at each other like, what? Like we couldn't comprehend. They're like, yeah, there's a burlesque show in one area. There's a nightclub in another. There's all these restaurants and there's a pool in one area. We were absolutely losing our minds. It was like the most whimsical. Oh, when I tell you, this is an experience I cannot. And it a lot of it had to do with the like leading up to it, like just like wandering the streets, which like Los Angeles is a concrete jungle, okay? Like just concrete on top of concrete on top of concrete on top of. It's not the palm tree beautiful area. No, if you're in Los Angeles, it is concrete. And it's ugly as hell. And so we went from that to like not really knowing where we were going, and we heard about this place. We're like, okay, I guess we thought it was gonna be like one club, but it's like the whole level is like, I've never seen anything like it. It was so cool. Anyway, you are limited to level 2. Men, you are limited to level 2, and you have to pay, a cover charge. Waggett says he learned enough Attic Greek to read some bits of Aristotle that mostly had bad translations until recently. Also, I don't know if I'd survive LA. Even London is a bit much for me. Yeah. Hey, well, at least Los Angeles is dry. London is like wet all the time, right? Doesn't it rain all the time? I don't know. Oh, okay, wait, that's not as much rain as I thought. Let's see. It's cloudy though, it's overcast a lot. I know that. Anyway. Yeah. Los Angeles is very romanticized. I wouldn't recommend. So is New York. Oh, I would not recommend going to New York at all. I hated New York. I hated it. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't like sway people's opinion. If you want to go to New York, that's fine. Just like temper your expectations. Like, wait, temper. Make sure your expectations are not like through the roof, and you'll be fine. Wax says the UK in general isn't super wet. It's just very often slightly wet. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Just a little dewy, just slightly, just a little bit. Okay, wait, I'm curious about the rest of it. Oh yeah, so I was gonna finish my story. So I ended up dancing with somebody from Brazil. So my friend left. She left to do something irresponsible, which I shouldn't have let her go, but I did anyway. That was a mistake. I should not have let her go. I was very drunk. And so I was there alone, dancing in the club, and then this like Brazilian guy comes up and invites me to dance. I'm like, sure, why not? And it was very much this. I feel like it was very much this. It was very playful. It was very, very, very exhilarating. It was never a sense of like I want to have sex with you. It was mostly just like, I love dancing with you. Let's dance. This is awesome. I love dancing. Okay. Is this pronounced agape? Otherwise, I'm going to pronounce it agape, which I don't think is the intention. The love was agape. I'm sorry, Greeks. I don't mean it. The most radical. Oh, selfless love. A love that you extended to all people, whether family members or distant strangers. Charity. Gift love, the highest form of Christian love. Universal loving kindness. Oh. Wait, I feel like this is the one I was talking about. Unconditional love. The one that I want to have and give. Okay. Then we have pragma. Let's see. Mature, realistic love. Oh, yeah. This is the kind of love I feel like I have for my husband. Compromise it to help the relationship work over time. Showing patience and tolerance. Yeah, this is the love I have for my husband, for real. He's one of those people who, again, I'm very committed. So, like, I'm dedicated to him throughout time. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yes. Hi, Eris. Welcome. You're making me blush. Oh my god, I can't. Thank you for the bits, by the way. Thank you for the enlarged emoji. Just the right size. Did we already go over that one? Yeah, we did. We did. Delicious. Delightful. Delicious and delightful. Yeah, I cut out this for my life. Love in Deep Space. I feel like since I've cut it out of my life, I've been feeling a void that needs to be filled. I would say these are all necessary. Although, like, in conclusion, well, no, we'll read the rest of them. Is there anything else? Love of the self. Oh, the most important. Aristotle is mentioned so many times in this. It's almost like we summon Eris. Sorry, I just had a huge, I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something, but it's not important. You filled the void with gay hockey. Actually, you're right. Oh, yeah. Okay, so once the gay hockey TV was done, then I filled it. So what I'm currently filling it with is Bridgerton, which the new season comes out this weekend. Oh, I'm so excited. The way in which they ended okay. First of all, the audacity. Okay, the audacity. They started breaking up the seasons in half because they knew that edging would just be so much better for the So they be putting it works all the way up to the halfway point, and at the halfway point, something interesting happens, obviously, but it's not the full. It's literally the definition of edging. I don't need to explain what edging means. And then in the second half is when the couple finally gets together or whatever, and that's what I'm waiting for. And that's gonna happen this weekend, so I'm very much excited for that. I'm ready. Hi Sam, how's it going? Sam's like, no, please explain. Probably not. I don't think I can. God, I'm getting all flustered now. I can't. It began with Silas, and it's okay. Fine. Oh, Eris will explain it. Thank you, Eris. Thank you. Orgasm denial to the point, but not over. Never over. Just to the edge. To the precipice, if you will. In the season, they often refer to the term pinnacle. Which I thought was interesting. I've never heard of the word pinnacle be used, but they've been making use of that word. Listen, there's plot. There's plot to Bridgerton. I mean, it's very interesting. It's a very interesting show, and it's like 4 hours of plot for maybe potentially 10 minutes of sex. Come on. Okay, I don't have to justify. I don't have to justify myself. Okay, self-love. One was an unhealthy variety associated with narcissism, where you became self-obsessed and focused on personal fame and fortune. A healthier version enhanced your wider capacity to love. The idea was that if you like yourself and feel secure in yourself, you will have plenty of love. Ah, self-compassion. See, this is what I'm wanting, you guys. We'll show off our Oh my god. Yes. I am just amazed that I have reached this point, honestly. Not to pat myself on the back, but I feel like I've come very, very far with accepting sexuality as a normal part of human existence and not something to be shamed or feel guilty about. I still do definitely feel guilty about many aspects of it, but I'm happy that I'm at a more healthy place with it now. Now that I can watch my gay hockey players. Okay. The ancient Greeks found diverse kinds of love and relationships with a wide range of people. Contrast with our typical focus. Here's the thing. So, we hope to find all the different loves wrapped into a single person or soulmate. I don't know. Maybe that works for some people, but I feel like you're allowed to search for these types of love in other people. I guess it depends on you and the person you're in a relationship with to decide like what's appropriate and what's not, right? What type, because some people I feel like are very possessive about their love and will not allow you to give love in many different ways to people. Personally, I don't agree with that. But again, free love, baby. Free love. Free love. Okay, this was very illuminating. Thank you, Wackett. I love this example of the different types of love. I'm able to see like how I experience these. It's fun to read about it and then think about what types of love I get from other people and what I give to other people. So the overarching question of like wanting to give and receive love, I guess I mean it in the most basic. So like at this one, like plenty of love to give others. All friendly feelings for others are an extension of a man's feelings for himself. So maybe that's the secret, is having, maybe on Thursday, the reason why I felt like I was able to give infinite amount of love is because I felt content with myself and felt happy with myself. I know on Friday I was not happy with myself. I was in fact very disappointed in myself, and that's probably why. Isn't Karatas another type of love? What is that? Let me see. There's probably more outside of this one article. Fountain pen lovers? Is it about fountain pens? I'm assuming not. Let me see. Sorry, I'm not finding anything. Ivan loves his fountain pen. I got my husband a fountain pen for his, well, it's not a fountain pen, but it is a very fancy pen for his 30th birthday, and he was so happy that he cried. It was so sweet. It was so sweet. That's the kind of love that I really enjoy giving, is the type where it's like you understand a person so well that when you do something for them, they're shocked. They're shocked by how much you understand them, you know? I want to understand everybody like that. I want I want to understand people more than anybody else in their life understands them. I want to be more patient. I want to be more attentive. I want to be more listening than anybody else. Maybe that's a manipulative, I don't know. Eris says, which one involves Latin American women driving a literal bulldozer over my torso? That was probably Eros, if we're gonna be honest. Sam says, I saw a fetish video of that. I think it's called Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Oh my god, you guys. By the way, I hope you're having a fantastic Monday. It's so nice to see you. Eris, I feel bad. You guys, have any of you guys been going to Eris's streams? Can you let me know how they've been going? Because I haven't been able to. I have class, Eris, every time you stream, and it sucks. But this is the last week that I have class. So I'll be delighted to come join your discussion next week. Ivan says, I have heard of Eris. Yeah, you guys should go. Well, if you haven't, you should go check out Aristotle, philosopher. I only shitpost. You never miss my. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I've had many an engaging and entertaining discussion in Eris's chat. One thing that I love about Eris is that he has a lot of love to give. And that's something I noticed from day one. I was like, wow, he loves his friends so much. He's saying so many nice things about everybody. He has so much to say. He's just yapping about all these people and shouting them out. And I told myself, I was like, as a streamer, I want to do that too. I want to be like that. Eris, the goddess of Discord? Oh yeah, literally Discord. Oh god. I was thinking of the social media app. Right. She's hot. If you've seen, what is it, Sinbad? Animated movie? Eris? Holy shit. Nice. Eris says I did. Oh, I was wondering about that. Okay, so you guys started on Leslie Tanner's Power of Silence streamathon, but I was silent and did a weird art thing. Dang it. I didn't really tune into the Power of Silence this round. That was when I first found him, though, was during his Power of Silence streamathon. His community is really mean. That's all I'm gonna say. But I do really enjoy what Leslie Tanner himself is trying to do. I think he's really fascinating, and the artistic expression that he does, and the satire and the whole vibe cultivation. Like, he is an expert vibe cultivator. I would not recommend going to his Discord if you are not prepared for really mean things to be said to you. That's all I'll say. That's all I'm gonna say. If you don't like people being mean to you, don't go to the Discord. Just stay in his chat. Open hatred and animosity, which they take as genuine community. It's a diversity of communication styles. Yeah. I stay as a lurker and observer. I'm a chronic lurker. I mean, I like the tea. I do like the drama. I do stay back and watch. In every Discord community. Oh, you think I'm not reading the stuff? Oh, I'm reading everything. Okay. I will read everything in basically every Oh, thank you. Thanks for being here, Sam. Have a good lurk. If I'm a part of your Discord community, I can guarantee that I'm reading everything. In every channel. I may not be commenting. I may not be saying anything, but I am saying things in my mind. Without communicating them externally. They literally argue a ton, and they will punch anywhere their little digital fist reach. Okay. I do not want to start drama. However, I will say this one thing. I think it's, and also, like, who cares? Like, I'm a tiny little streamer. Like, I don't care. It's really interesting to see the satire of, you know, what he has cultivated. Because this whole thing is about, you know, he's a guru from, you know, 1970s, 1980s, I think. That's supposed to help you reach the next level. I will help you reach enlightenment. I will help you, you know, transcend. And I understand that. I get that. It's the satire. And what everybody in chat is supposed to do, everybody who calls in is supposed to do, is kind of, you know, say the most heinous things to try and get a rise out of him, and kind of portray, in some ways, the worst of humanity. I get that. Sorry if I'm explaining the joke. However, it's interesting because, like, I feel like when people do that, it's sometimes hard to blur the line between satire and reality. That's all I'm gonna say. The lines are very blurred. The lines are very, and you will see that the more you observe. It must be really hard. It must be really hard, and I don't think it's possible for someone to maintain the line between, like, what is reality and what is, you know, the game. What is the game that we're playing? What is the character I'm playing? And right? Hello, Dom. How's it going? Dom, we're talking about love today. Unconditional love. That's what I learned about yesterday from my spiritual Sunday. I would like to unconditionally give love all the time. I think we should play our game. You guys, holy shit, have I been sitting here yapping for 2 hours? Wow. Thank you guys. You're so engaging today. It's all because of you. You know, I'm just here. But you guys really had so many interesting things to say. And of course, I'm happy to continue yapping as I game as well. Meditate. Eris, I'll respond to that in a second, Dom. It's how Toad PhD gets sometimes too. Toad is smart and considerate and edgy. The audience can very hard towards can end up that way. I think that's probably just human psychology. I mean, we are very social creatures. I know that's something people say when they don't really know what they're talking about. But there's definitely like a... Okay, my mouse keeps getting frozen. Hello? Hello? I can't navigate out of my... Okay, there we go. There, turn off my music. Okay. I better not need to use my mouse ever again. Don't hate the toad, hate the toaders. Yeah, that's the same way I feel about Leslie Tanner. I really enjoy everything he's doing. I think he's awesome. And very intriguing and very interesting. Except the whales and the Oilers. Don't hate them. No, of course not. Please pay me money. If you pay me enough money, I will take anything. I'll do anything you ask. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Please do not pay me money. Please, please, please. I take it back. That must be really hard. Because I don't know what I'll do. If I ever get to that point, because, you know, he's at that point where he can get a lot of money. And he has. He has people who have spent thousands of dollars on him. I don't know how I would navigate that. I don't know how I would navigate that, to be honest. Like, if somebody were to pay me that much money, because there may be something introduced of like, okay, so now I own this person. And you want to be grateful for them. You want to be grateful for them spending that much money. But, does a stream, like, nobody can own a streamer. I'm of the belief that I can't be owned by other people. But at the same time, I don't want to be, like, disrespectful either. Or not appreciative. It's a really hard balance. Eris says, I will full spread over the front cam on my cell phone and Kegel your screen name. Yeah. How much money would you do that for? Just asking. Asking for a friend. Oh, okay. I already got my thing from this person. Okay, so let's see. Maybe if I need to jump up here. Yeah, we're gonna go up here. Yes. Ooh. Shiny? What's this? It looks like I can light this. Okay. Oh, is it like incense? It is. Eris said, I spend a lot of time in Floppy Jimmy's community. I want to throw hands when people act like they own him with big donuts. Yeah. How much does a black bean crunch wrap cost these days? Eris would full spread over the front cam, Kegel your screen name for a black bean crunch wrap. Alright. Thanks for letting me know the terms. The terms have been set. Dom, yes. So yeah, I would say like I meditated on love. Yesterday I was just like, and I experienced this also on Thursday where I was experiencing like I was in a state of like, anybody, any other being that enters my space, I will give you the most amount of love that I can. Like you. I love every human being. I've gotten to that state quite a few times before, and I would love to dwell in that state. Just like where I'm infinitely patient, infinitely, like selfless. Definitely a state of being selfless has to do with it. But I've noticed that when I give a certain kind of love to people, I do receive a certain kind of love back. So I guess, that might be a bit, conditional. Although it's not a love back from them, it's a love back from myself. That's the difference. So in that case, is it transactional? I don't know, because like that's what it was talking. That's what Aristotle was talking about. That's what like Buddhism talks about all the time. Like if your cup is full, then you can just give. So find a way to like infinite money glitch, infinite love glitch, where it's like giving love to people helps you love yourself in return, I guess. Ivan says, I love the best of you. Hello, QB. Hi. And welcome. Nice to see you. Orange says, I just arrived at my office building. Gotta pluck up the courage to walk in. You got this, Orange. You got this. You got this. Thank you for listening to me today. Orange, thanks for your wonderful conversation. You got this. I wish you the best of luck, my friend. It is genuinely okay, it's gotten even worse. My yogurt, it's not even yogurt anymore. Look at this. It's just like a amalgamation of chia seeds and solid, oh. And I got the yogurt without sugar because I'm trying to not have so much sugar in my diet. I didn't add enough. I added like maple syrup or honey to it. I didn't add enough, so it was basically like a mass of wet granola and chia seeds that I know if I don't drink enough water with this, it's gonna absolutely clog up my digestive system. You know those those chubby emu, like I'm sure there's a chubby emu video of like a woman ate 3 tablespoons of chia seeds. This is what happened to her gut. I always live in fear of that whenever I have chia seeds. That I'm just gonna have an intestinal blockage, right? And so when I see it all solidified like this, that it's really like this is a manifestation of what will happen if I'm not careful, right? So I'm like, oh God. That's why I'm eating it so slowly. I'm not hungry anymore. This is the only thing I've eaten today, and I'm not hungry. Okay, so going back to Ivan. I love the best of humanity, most people, not all. Yeah. Yeah. I don't agree. But I know that, well, I'm not going to say I know. I'm going to be honest with you, I have tried to meditate on, I've tried to meditate on people that a lot of people tend to hate. So like, if, for example, Donald Trump or like Hitler or like someone was in the room with me across from me, could I give them love? I think that's the ultimate test. I've meditated on that before. I've thought about it before. I think that's the state I want to achieve, honestly. If I'm being honest with you, that's the state I want to achieve, where I can sit in the same room with somebody like that and still give love to them anyway. Maybe that's my Christian upbringing coming out, but that's always been my goal. It's my goal to love everyone, regardless of what they do. For me, with those people, I see them as just ignorant. I agree, Dom. I agree. Which is not really their fault, and it causes them harm, so you can have compassion for them in that sense. I agree. Yep. I agree. Oh, dang it. I can't scroll. Okay, one second. Let's see. So, Dom says, it's turning states into traits. There's always some interaction. Well, yeah, so Dom, do you agree that love is a state of being? That like, what I'm trying to achieve is a state of being. I'm not trying to achieve an outcome. I'm not trying to achieve a tangible object. I'm trying to achieve a state of mind where I can just love. What does it feel like? To be, what does it feel? Okay, well, let's see. What does it feel like to be in that state? Well, I guess it's just like what I mentioned before about like being patient, being compassionate, being like, no matter what they say to you, trying to understand how their brain works. I think a big part of it is like trying to understand how their brain works and how they might come to the conclusions that they do. And trying to create a state of not happiness, like a positive state within them. Trying to generate a positive state within them. Trying to be a mirror for that person. Like, the best way I can describe it is like being a mirror. When I'm in that state, I feel like I'm a mirror. Like, people talk to me and I just mirror themselves back to them. I'm not really here. Like, me, myself, I'm not in this conversation. I'm just allowing themselves to be what they need to be. Like, whatever they need to say, just let them say it. Ask them questions about it. Help them discover themselves. Help them, that's the thing, helping them discover themselves and how they think. I love that. I love, like, helping people learn more about themselves and their thought patterns and why they might be thinking a certain way. And, like, supporting people. I think the ultimate goal is to, if you are a mirror, perhaps my goal is to mirror back to them their own value and help them recognize it. Because maybe if people recognize their own value, they would stop doing such shitty things. Is my conclusion. Let's see. That is a flaw of the states that they fade and we cling. Yep. We cling to them. I cling to it all the time, Dom. Yep. Suffering of change. Okay. QB said, sorry, let me open my, I just yapped to absolute silence. That was fun. QB said, it remains possible until life beats me down, and I feel unable to make it absolute and unconditional. So basically after college. Right. So it is a state, and the state can be taken away depending on your... Is that the incense up there? Okay, wait, I'm gonna try and go over there and see. I feel like I just barely went up there, but we're gonna do it again. Just because. Again, like, the question arises of, okay, well, if you're in that state all the time, will you appreciate it? I think that's the ultimate... I don't know if it's possible to be in that state all the time, but I do want to strive for that all the time. That's the state I want to strive for all the time. So whether I can achieve it all the time or not doesn't really matter. I'm just going to try and be that way. Because the few times that it does happen and the times that I get to experience that are the most beautiful. It's, to me, that makes life worth living. When I'm in that state, oh boy. Let's see. Dom says, for sure you can meditate to love all beings. May all beings be happy, peaceful, calm, loved, loving, yes. For me, with those people, I see them as just... Oh yeah, so sorry, I read that one already. It appears in the experience for sure, but I don't know how to give an exact definition. Yeah, real. For me, it involves being totally uncontrived, no agenda at all. Okay. Yeah, I guess what I'm aiming for is something where I still have an agenda of sorts. I found the light bulb. I took like 5 hours to get it, but here it is. Nice. What's he making for me? I don't know. We'll find out. Nice. I got a headlamp. Cool. Light my way in the caves and keep my hands free. Thank you. Okay. Be careful, not their cave. Alright, I'll be careful. Is it this cave? Alright, I'll go in there. Okay, here we go. Ooh, look, I've got a little... Oh, it's so cute. Oh my goodness, I got my little headlamp. Adorable. Dom says, you remind me of Mahayanis when you speak about compassion. I think it might be foolish to say all agendas are bad, but no agenda love is very nice. Yeah, maybe not all agendas are bad. I mean, I know part of it has to do with kind of greed in some convoluted way where it's like, I greedily want all beings to be loved. It's like, is there anything wrong with that? Like, hello? Can I not want to make other beings feel loved? Can I not greedily, like, seek that out and want to do that all the time and want to feel good from doing that? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's worth thinking about love and agendas. Yeah, absolutely. Dom, earlier we were talking about love languages and how we need the appropriate communication for our love. Because you may be communicating it in a certain way, but that doesn't mean the person is receiving it. Unless you tailor your communication so the other person will receive it, and also if the other person receiving it understands that you're trying to send love, then the whole thing gets lost in communication. Okay, it looks like someone left a note here. I'll read it. This cave continues to puzzle me. Shortly after entering it, I came across this artifact. I wish I knew its purpose. Its functionality appears to be locked. I believe a specific code must be entered to activate it. I've tried several patterns now with no success. Okay. The code is lying somewhere around here. Got it. Let's see, where could it possibly be? I think the ultimate state of being is a state of permanent curiosity. Like, curiosity, I think, is a very selfless endeavor. Because when I talk about curiosity, I mean, like, okay, all of these thoughts and ideas I have, we're going to put those aside for now and just let the thing be what it needs to be. And, like, figure out what is it telling me? What's it trying to do? So, like, before when I was talking about being in a state where I perceived I was having unconditional love, it was a state of me, like, constantly asking them questions about themselves. And not really even saying my advice or saying anything, really. Just, like, asking them and staying engaged. I think curiosity is the key. That's what I'm learning. It looks like I can light this. Oh, okay, I need a fire of some kind. Alright, I guess we'll come back. You sure I can't light it? Nope. Okay. Curiosity is the ultimate argument-winning tool. If you're butting heads with somebody over and over and over again, but then one of you decides to ask a question out of curiosity, usually that's enough to break you out of it. And usually all the question needs to be is, wait a minute, what are we talking about here? What are we doing? Okay. 1331. Got it. 1331. Yes, please share, Dom. A little tangent that changed my thinking on love. I would love to see. Wait. There's only 3 buttons. Hello? Oh, no. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. 1. Hello? Oh my god. I can't. Okay. 3. 1. Got it. Nice. Ah. Wait, so that lifts up to the top. So now what? Alright, well I'm gonna go up there. Oh. Can I take this torch with me? Oops, never mind. Can I take the torch? Is there a, stick somewhere? A stick? I don't see a stick. Dom says, this guy who was teaching me meditation said some phrase, love surpasses any other want, meaning that love gets mingled with objects we desire them immensely, but the feeling of love itself is its own reward, and is actually a superior reward than somehow obtaining the object of love. I definitely agree with the feeling of, oh, frick. Okay, we're fine. Go back on there. Yes. Hello, where do I go? What? Hey, what's the point of this? Okay, what happens if I go over here? I'm just gonna go over here and see. It seems to be going up and down for absolutely no reason. If I desire someone, it's easier to just feel the love and be content with that. The feeling of love is a superior reward. I definitely agree with that. Ah, go back. Okay, I don't think this is gonna work. Alright, maybe I need to leave the cave and come back. I think I need to leave. We'll figure this out later. Whatever this, thing is doing. Self-love. What does that feel like? Dom says now if I... Oh, sorry. I thought you commented something. My ads are gonna come. No, I'm gonna have ads in 51 seconds. Sorry, guys. We'll continue pondering the meaning of love. I guess what I keep getting held back by is that I'm extremely fortunate, so it's hard for me to speak on a lot of these things because I do have a lot of things, a lot of privilege, so. What did the rock people need? I forgot. Oh, he needed the password. I've got to find a password somewhere. We're gonna look. I think we've already... Have we been here already? I don't know. Wait, no, I feel like we have. Well, I'm gonna go up and talk to this person anyway. I do find myself having immense desire for people and for the love of other people. That is definitely something I experience. I already talked to this person. Whoops. Okay, we're gonna leave. So they already gave me something, so now we're gonna leave. Dom says, wait, can I explain? Yes, please explain. Mahayanists say that the ultimate goal... Oh, okay. I'll read your comment when you get back from the ads. Damn it. Thwarted by the ads again. Here, let me... These damn ads. Alright. I'm gonna go in here and see. Can I cut this down with my... Yeah, I can. Nice. I'm so rich. I've got so many gems. Oop. Okay. I don't need anything else. We're good. Okay. Let me go up to this fire and see if I can somehow light it. Hello, sir. Whoa. Cool fire. He says thank you and that you have a cool... Oh, he can talk to fire? That's crazy. Who exactly said that? Ooh. The fire spoke? The fire whisperer. His name is Steve. Oh, this reminds me. I actually did... I tried to talk to fire last night. Not gonna lie. It didn't work. We didn't speak the same language. But... I looked at the, well, it's this freaking candle. I keep going back to this candle, the wood wick candle, and I'm just trying to understand it. I'm like, why are you so angry? Why are you so loud and so angry? And so I was taking a bath last night again, as I always do, on Sunday. And I pick up my candle, I look at it, and I intensely, maybe I was doing some form of candle gazing, but I was like looking at it, like trying to discern, why are you so loud? Because it was like, it'll literally make sounds like it's so obnoxious. And so I stared at it for a good, I would say a solid 5 minutes, just like looking at it very, very intensely. And then I shook my hand so the wax covered the fire and smothered it. I killed it. So I stared at the fire for a really long time with malice in my heart, and then I extinguished it. I don't know. Fire doesn't have a soul, right? fire, I don't need to feel bad for killing a fire, right? I don't think Janice feel bad for killing a fire, hopefully. Fires are just so destructive. Hi Dom, we're talking about fire. Okay, let me read your comment now. You said, so Mahayanists say that the ultimate goal is to liberate all beings so they take on more suffering to help others. They practice more compassion and less focus on personal liberation. Your thinking reminds me of them. Ivan says, fire is a chemical reaction. Thank you, Ivan, for... Thank you. Thank you for describing. Sometimes I genuinely wonder, like... Never mind, I'm gonna keep that thought to myself. Okay. Returning to liberating all beings. Yes, I do believe that all beings should be liberated. But fire is not. I've concluded that fire is not a being. And I'll side with Ivan on this one. It's a chemical reaction. Deal. Although sometimes, I don't know, when I was looking at it, I could have... Okay, do you want to hear what I was going to say? I was going to say, sometimes I'm like, you must be sitting there rolling your eyes. For real. No, you're not. I get in these, I play these mind games with myself where I'm like, I don't know. My mind works in mysterious ways. I don't know what to tell you. I'm glad to have you here. That's all I'll say. I'm glad to have you here. Whether you get utility from it or not, I'm glad to have you here. What about the fairies that live inside? Don't, Dom. Ivan's gonna leave. Ivan's gonna leave if you say stuff like that. Okay. So listen, I was willing to accept the possibility that there was something in there. I was willing to... The more I stared at it, the more I could feel its power and its will. It felt like it had a will. And the will was consume everything, destroy everything. And I almost felt bad when I extinguished it because I was like destroying something. But I was destroying the destroyer. So that's good, right? I could feel, when I was staring at the fire, I was like imagining how quickly it would try and burn me and just absolutely annihilate me. This tiny little flame could grow and consume me and destroy me. And that kind of scared me, so I was like, ooh. And so I extinguished it. Yeah, Dom, we talked about this before. I tried to see a being. I tried to see stuff in the candle meditation. I didn't get to the point where I was seeing stuff. I was seeing the normal hallucinations you get when you are in an altered state of consciousness. And I think candles provide a great focus point. I think that's why they're really useful, is they provide an excellent focus point, because they're just interesting enough. I feel like a fire is random, right? The way it moves back and forth is very random. And so if it was just like going back and forth like a metronome, it would be boring. But if it's like random, like you don't know where it's gonna go, right? That's why it's so intriguing. That's why people stare at fires. So. Okay. How do I light this incense? Oh, you know what? I spent 5 minutes yapping this guy and I didn't read anything he said. Fuck. That's why. That's why I don't know what to do. Fuck. I just get so impatient. I don't want to listen to what they have to say. I just want to play my game. I just want to explore. I don't want to get caught up in people's bullshit. I would not like to experience unconditional love today. Oh yeah, so Dom, we had a presentation from somebody who taught us how to candle gaze, and then she did a workshop. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to the workshop, but the people that went to the workshop reported a profound experience. And that's cool. They didn't go into a ton of detail with what they saw, but the person conducting the workshop said that what you might experience is entering another dimension. The same dimension you enter when you experience DMT. Both of which she has experienced. But that's cool. That's cool that you saw colored discs moving around. That's really cool. Yeah, the person who did the workshop I thought was pretty cool. Although she was very much like, she's very much like, let me tell you what to do. She was very much like, I went to cause she's been to like Tibet and other places with lots of monks and Buddhist practices. I don't know but like, you know, she was like flaunting that, like, I've been to the most hardcore ashrams, and you know how, okay, what do you think, Dom, about people who flex that kind of stuff? I feel like these days I'm noticing that people are just flexing the fact that they have a spiritual guru. Oh yeah, my guru told me this. My spiritual teacher told me this. They don't ever say anything that comes from themselves. They just say like, my spiritual teacher this, my spiritual teacher that. And I can't help but think that maybe they're just flexing. Because I get jealous. I'm like, wait, I want a spiritual teacher. Can I have one? Can I have a spiritual teacher, please? Tell me what to do. Humble me. Tell me I suck. Maybe I just need somebody to tell me I suck. Can I go? Okay, I can. How do I... Oh. This way. Okay. Now where do I go? By the way, Ivan, if you're still here, sorry that I don't think you're intimidating. I am intimidated by you. I think those are two very different things. It all has to do with me. Okay. I value you a lot as a person, and think you are extremely intelligent and cool. And this is something that I do when I really like someone, is that I get very intimidated by them. So it's mostly me. It's not you. And then I play these mind games in my head all the time. Like psych myself out. Oh. I just fell all the way to the bottom. Fuck. Okay. I'm sitting here like, and I took that personally. Okay. Well, I do genuinely like want you to think that. But yeah, sometimes it's hard for me to tell if somebody's joking or not, for sure. Okay. Oh, right here. Tom says, I think that gets called spiritual materialism. Like pride building around spiritual stuff. Yeah. I guess ego will attach to anything. Oh, it will. Yep. Ego will attach. I think we were talking about this the other day where it was like, if you notice when people are a bit stuck in their ego, they will be saying the same things over and over and over. The same wisdom, the same like lessons they learn. There's no new information. I know that we tend to do this as humans. Like we want to share the stuff we learn. But sometimes it doesn't register in our minds that we are attaching value to, we are getting caught up in thought patterns. Have I heard of the zeal of the convert? I have not. Wait, I want to look at this. What is this? Let's see. Let me see. Show me. Zeal of the convert. Okay. The view that converts to beliefs are likely to show more devotion to those born into them. Oh, yeah. I agree with that for sure. Well, it's because you've chosen. A lot of it's an element of personal choice. When you feel like you've chosen to be a part of something, that makes it all the more valuable, right? If a spiritual thing is super new to you, then you can just get super... Oh yeah, absolutely. I always mention like the pendulum swinging. Like, and then this happens within me too. Like, since moving away from the whole scientific way of understanding things, I've like the pendulum swung into this spiritual realm, and it's easy for people to over-orient themselves to one realm. So like I know people in the space where they have oriented themselves so much to one story, I guess. They become a bit, I don't want to use the word delusional, but it's a little bit like delusional. Like where you get attached to one truth and you cling on to that one story of how things are, and you never let any new information in. You just like, that's it. That's the answer. That's it. Refly says, all organized religions prey on people wanting to belong or feel important. Yeah, I don't disagree with that, Refly. I think that the way that the structure of religion definitely can take advantage of people in a very vulnerable state. And I would say that even more so with the places, well, I don't know. The place where I'm in is very interesting because I'm in a place where we don't really have any tenets. Like my religion, the Divine Assembly, only has one tenet, and that is nothing can stand between you and the divine. That's it. there's no scriptures, there's no like teachings, there's no prophets, there's no leaders, there's no nothing. And so it's really interesting to see who shows up. Like, it's a wide mix of people that show up to this space and want to talk. And usually it's people who, well, often it's people who are kind of at the fringes of society, or people who it's very vulnerable people. I'll say that. Very vulnerable. And one thing that I'm glad that happened is I had an experience that showed me just how vulnerable I was. And so I've distanced myself from my religion these days because when I was forming those really unhealthy attachments to people, which I was, like with that divorced guy, I was like, I had an episode of Limerence where I was like absolutely obsessed with him. And I was absolutely obsessed with the people at the church and like how they perceive me. And like, I was absolutely obsessed with like, if things go well at church, that means I'm going to have a good week. If things do not go well at church, I will have a bad week. That's a really dangerous spot to be in. And so luckily I was able to break out of that. I try and find other sources of meaning in my life than just this one source. It becomes really, really difficult when people put all their eggs in one basket. Dom says, seems you are becoming more mindful of close-mindedness in others. Well, I mean, I hope I am. I hope I am, but I don't always know. Because some people might come across to me as close-minded, but maybe that's just how they come across to me. To other people, they might come across a different way. It's so hard, dude. I don't know. I can't claim to understand anything, really. The more I think about things, the more I realize I don't know. No idea. I'm just here. I heard the other day that Mormons cut off apostates. What? What's an apostate? Sounds like prostate. Oh. You can ask for your records to be removed from the church, which I haven't done. If you're really dramatic, you can do that. It's not that dramatic for me. Like, basically what it means is that the church will stop emailing you for stuff, and they'll stop sending missionaries to your house. So, yeah, there's layers to live in. Yep. Yep, there's layers. There's words to describe people too. Like, you can either be active or inactive, or like a non-member, or you can be excommunicated. Okay, here's what you're getting at, Dom. Excommunicated. A lot, so like they can forcibly remove your membership. You can willingly remove it, but there's a lot of paperwork, I think, and it takes a long time. But if it's weird how they say we. In rare instances, we may commit serious transgressions that jeopardize our progress. So if you commit a serious transgression, more like if you are very publicly open, especially in a like reporter capacity, or I bet if you commit serious crimes, they might. I feel like it tends to be more focused on blasphemy. Discipline and punish. Discipline and punish. Okay, I don't need to read all this. Bruh. Disfellowshipment. What does that mean? Formal probation. Ah, okay, what? Okay, I actually didn't know about these. Okay, so you can go into formal probation, temporary state of discipline, where the member may be asked to refrain from taking the sacrament. Okay, so your sacrament duties have been revoked. You can't hold any church positions, participate in meetings, or go to the temple. Interesting. And then disfellowshipment is a temporary. They are not permitted to pray. Excuse me? How can you not permit someone to pray? I'm sorry, you can't talk to God. Hello? Okay. Wow. That's interesting. Okay. I know, Toby, that's fucked up, isn't it? That's fucked up, Toby. You tell him. Okay, so can't pay tithes. Interesting. Anyway. Instant disconnect when praying to God. Hello? God's like, no. Well, that's the thing. Apparently the LDS Church is the phone service provider. And so it's basically like their AT&T, right? So your AT&T services, God doesn't have anything to do with this, okay? He's there. You can talk to him. It's just like they're telling you, nope, your service is cut off. Sorry, you don't have any phone service. You can't talk to your mom who's in the same room as you. That's okay, think about it that way. Like, let's say my mom is in the same room as me. AT&T comes in and says, sorry, you can't talk to your mom because you don't have phone service. It's like, bitch, she's right in front of me. What do you mean? I could still, oh God. Anyway. Ivan says they didn't call it the Spanish unsubscribe. Dom says, I did the confirmation sacrament when I was 10, so I can never leave Catholicism, even though I didn't know what was happening. Oh, so they don't have a process of removing anything? Because, like, if I, remove my records, I guess my baptism, because I did get baptized, so I think that still is valid. I can leave, but it's a soul thing, I think. This person wanted to be removed. I don't know. It's very convoluted. Shall we look at a meme? Let's look at another meme. I'm ready for a surreal meme. Dying is simply another step to beyond. Impending doom. Which one do you choose? Don't let me go or deliver me? Deliver me. Here's another one that's also about impending doom. Urgent warning for tomorrow. This is an urgent warning. Tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow, do you ask? I don't know. Tomorrow. That's a problem for tomorrow. That's tomorrow's problem is today's worry. Am I right? Oh, wow. The texture of this is so, oh my God. It's like gelatinous at this point. When I bite into it, it has like a give. I feel like at some point my yogurt bowl is going to become a sentient being. It's like gathering together. It's forming new substances, new states of matter. New states of matter are being formed. What? You didn't think I knew about that? Oh yeah, I watched Bill Nye, the science guy, when I was in school. I know the states of matter. Your soul is permanently Catholic. Yeah, I think my soul is permanently Mormon. Why is it always 5 before 12, but never 12 before 5? Is that what time it is for you? I don't know. You must be EP Refly. I hope your internship is been going well. Oh, you guys, I ordered my mushroom supplies. They're coming in the mail. I'm gonna be able to, maybe this week, I'm gonna inject my my oats with the spore solution. I bought the spore solution. Okay, so here's what I bought. I bought the spore syringe, the bag of oats, and then I bought the wood pellets. I'm excited. We're gonna see. It was not too expensive. It wasn't as expensive as I thought it was gonna be, which is good. But also, if it falls apart, I'm gonna be kind of sad. Yeah, you need your sleep, Reflex. I understand. Sleep is important. I won't stop you. All right. Here, let me think for a second. Let me do another meme. While I think. Someone, please return my minty disposition. Thank you, Refly. Good night. Have a good night. This is me when somebody borrows my gum. When I hand someone my pack of gum, and then they don't give it back, they just take the whole pack. I'm like, please return my minty disposition. Give it back. I need it. I must chew gum. I must. I used to be at the point where I was so addicted to gum, I would chew a piece every hour of every day. Like when I woke up, I would brush my teeth first, but then I would put a stick of gum in, chew it until it was time for the next meal. Then I put a piece of gum, chew that until it was time for my next meal, and just. I love gum. Some people have warned me that I might get something called pop jaw. My jaw does kind of pop a little bit when I when I open it, but I don't know. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. Maybe I have pop jaw, maybe I don't. I don't know. Who's to say? Okay, my friends. Peppermint is the best mint. Ooh, I like peppermint. What's the worst mint? I'll tell you which flavor of gum is the worst. Okay, so this is my brand of gum of choice. I do love peppermint. This one's really good. I love spearmint. Wintergreen. Yeah, the winter fresh one. Oh, this is the worst one. The dark blue one. It's just not good. I don't know if this is the one you're talking about, but the flavor runs out almost instantly. The texture of the gum is also weird and off. But yeah. Polar Ice, if we were to do a tier list, I would say Polar Ice is S tier. It's my favorite. And then I would probably do peppermint below that, and then spearmint, and then like 3 levels down, winter fresh. I don't even know why they put that in there. Ivan says, I used to like spearmint, but it reminds me of childhood road trips where I would get motion sickness. Oh no. Did you chew gum at that time with spearmint, or is it supposed to help with nausea? Oh yeah, I've never tried their other smooth mint is really good. I like that one too. Oh, I haven't had that one in a really long time. Delicious. Oh, I see. Well, sometimes that's all it takes to ruin your experience. Cinnamon is, and then I'm not a fruit flavored gum type of person. I wasn't even one when I was a kid, really. Not my thing. All right, my friends. Okay, I think it's time to conclude for today. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow because I do have a lot of work to do. I gotta prepare my lesson plans and stuff. But it was a delightful time that we had today. I loved it. Let me see if there's anybody. What's going on right now?
So
yeah, I think I'm gonna conclude for today. No raid for today, but next time for sure there's gonna be a raid because I really have to pee. But sending love to all of you. Sending love, sending joy. You are all very deserving of love. And I wish for you to receive. Oh, yes, I could raid Eclecte. That's true. Let's raid Eclecte. I just wasn't sure if she was like almost done. Let's go. She's been on for a while. Oh, she's playing Resident Evil. Nice. She makes me smile. Okay, let's raid Eclecte. Go send love to an individual that is very deserving. Well, we are all deserving, but please join me in sending love to Eclecte. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye, my friends. See you.